Ah, Romeo and Juliet, a classic fairy tale. Let's start from the beginning. Once upon a time, in the fair kingdom of Verona, there were two castles. These castles, both alike in dignity. God, this is boring. Blah, 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 angry feud, blah, 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 hormonal teenagers. This is my favorite part. In the garden of the Castle Capulet, here we see the charming Romeo as he seeks his new infatuation, Princess Juliet, who, may I add, he's met but an hour before, but you know how these tales usually go. Oh, Prince No Name, what a lovely face you have. Let's get married right away. Where was I? Oh, yes. Prince Romeo scales the wall of the Capulet courtyard, leaving his two most loyal knights, Sir Benvolio and Sir Mercutio, behind.
My heart lies beyond this wall. Where else could I go?
Romeo, Prince Romeo, where are you?
He's too smart to be here. He must have gone home to rest in his royal chambers by now.
I saw him run this way and leap over that wall. Call him, Sir Mercutio.
I will use Merlin's sorcery to bring him here. If you are there, let us know. He does not hear me. He must be dead, so I must use a different kind of sorcery to summon him. Bippity-boppity-boo. Oh, my prince, look at my beautiful pumpkin carriage and glass slippers and perfect feet. Ooh! Show yourself.
Foolish knight, if he hears you, he will be mad.
He shouldn't be. I'm speaking truthfully when I conjure him in the name of his beloved. Now, if I were conjuring another Prince Charming for her, then he should be angry.
Come on, he has hidden himself in the darkness among these trees, seeking refuge from the blinding light of love.
If love has blinded him, he will be no Robin Hood when shooting his arrow. He is looking for the poison fruit of the tree of love. Good night, Prince. I shall return back to our dear Castle Montague. Come on, Sir Benvolio. Are you ready to go?
I'm ready. We shall not seek one who does not wish to be found.
Still believing Prince Romeo to be in love with Princess Rosaline, the knights made their leave for Castle Montague. The prince arrives at Princess Juliet's tower despite the risk, for as you know, hasty lovers do extreme things.
He mocks me but has never felt the way I feel. Whose soft light in the window do I see? Is it the sun rising or the east of my fair princess? Arise, fair maiden, and kill the envious queen, who is already sick and green with envy, that her mirror on the wall has claimed that you are the fairest of them all. She is so green with jealousy that only fools get so malevolent. Don't be that way. There is my lady. Oh, she is my love. Oh, I wish she knew how much I love her. Her eyes are brighter than the second star to the right, and if I were to wish upon that star, her eyes would hear my wish. If her eyes were stars in the night sky, they would shine so brightly through the dark that birds would start singing, thinking her light was the light of day. Look how that bird preaches on her finger. Oh, that I was a songbird, that I might touch that hand. She sings. Oh, let me hear your voice again, my dove. You're as glorious as a fairy tonight. You shine above me like a fairy godmother sent from the clouds to make my dreams come true.
Oh, Romeo, Romeo! If you keep talking like that, I'm going to burn this book. Fine. Oh, Romeo, Romeo, why do you have to be a Montague? Forget your father the king and change your name. If you won't change your name, just promise you love me and I'll leave the court of Capulet.
Should I keep listening, or should I speak now?
It is only your kin that's my castle's enemy. You would still be yourself even if you stopped being a Montague. What's a Montague anyway? It isn't a hand, a tiny foot, an arm, or a face, or any other part belonging to a man. Oh, I wish upon a star that you had some other name. If a rose goes by any other name, the perfume in the prick would still be the same. Romeo would just be as perfectly charming even if he wasn't a Prince of Montague. Romeo, lose your name, trade in your title, which really has no value to you, and take all of me in exchange.
I trust your words. Just call me your happily ever after, and I will take a new name. From now on, I will never be a Prince Romeo again.
Who are you? Why do you hide in the shadows and listen to my secret wishes?
I don't know how to tell you who I am by telling you a name. I hate my title because my kin is your enemy. If I had my house's name written down, I would burn the scroll.
I haven't heard you say 100 words yet because we literally met 2 hours ago, but I recognize the sound of your voice. Aren't you Romeo? Aren't you a Prince of Montague?
I am neither of those things if they trouble you.
Tell me, whose hair did you have to climb to get in here? And why did you come? The castle walls are so high and it's hard to get over them. If any of my relatives find you here, they'll kill you with their pickaxes. Swords.
I flew over these walls with the faith, trust, and pixie dust of love. Stone towers can't keep enchantment out. Whatever a man in love can possibly do, his devotion will make him attempt to do it. Therefore, your relatives are too short of an obstacle.
If they see you, they'll murder you.
Alas, one angry look from you would be worse than 7 of your relatives with swords. Just look at me kindly, and I'm invincible against their hatred.
I give my voice to keep them from seeing you here.
The darkness will hide me from them, and if you don't love me, let them find me here. I'd rather a huntsman carve out my heart than have to live without your love.
Who told you how to get here below my chambers?
Love became a treasure map, the same thing which made me look for you in the first place. Love told me what to do, and I let love steal my eyes. I'm not a pirate captain, but if I were across the farthest sea of Neverland, I would risk anything to find you.
You can't see my visage because it's dark out. Otherwise, you'd see me blushing about the things you've heard me say tonight. I'd be happy to keep up royal etiquette and deny the things I've said, but forget about proper manners. Are you my destined true love? I know you'll say yes, and I'll believe you. But if you swear you love me, and you might turn out to be lying. Oh, my prince, if I'm truly yours, say it honestly. Or if you think it's too easy and quick to win my heart, I'll frown and play hard to get, as long as that will make you try to win me. But otherwise, I wouldn't act that way for anything. In truth, handsome Montague, I like you too much. So you may think my behavior is as loose as an ill-fitting slipper. But trust me, your highness, I'll prove myself more faithful than other maidens who try to act coy and play hard to get, fleeing royal balls before the clock strikes 12, leaving ridiculous shoes on staircases. I should have been more distant, I confess, but you overheard me confessing the love in my heart when I didn't know you were there. So excuse me, and do not assume that because you made me love you so easily, it isn't serious.
Princess, I swear by the bright moon shining above that paints the top of apple trees with silver.
Oh, don't swear by the moon. The moon is always changing, like how a pompous queen changes gowns. Every month its position in the sky changes. I don't want you to turn out to be that inconsistent too.
What should I swear by instead?
Don't swear at all, but if you must swear, swear by your charming self, who is the royalty I worship like an idol in a cave of wonders, and then I'll believe you.
If my heart's true love...
Well, don't swear. Although you bring me joy, I can't take joy in this exchange of promises tonight. It's too crazy. We haven't done enough thinking. It's too sudden. It's too much like magic, which flashes and disappears before you can say supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. My sweet, good night. Our love, which right now is like a rose in the summer air, may turn out to be a beautiful, enchanted flower. That will lose all its petals because if love is rushed, it'll fade quickly. I hope you enjoy the same peace and rest I feel in my heart.
Oh? Are you going to leave me so unsatisfied?
What satisfaction could you possibly need tonight?
I would be satisfied if we made each other promises of true love.
I pledged my love to you before you requested it, yet I wish I could take that promise back, so I had to give it again as a gift.
You would take it back? Why would you do that, my love?
Only to be generous and to give it to you once more, but a star can't grant the same wish twice. My generosity to you is as limitless as the sea, and my love is as deep. The more love I give to you, the more I have, like the 2 heads on a hydra that grow back for one. Both loves are as infinite as the circle of life. Okay, that's a bit excessive. I don't even think those were fairy tales.
My lady.
I'm being called inside. Dear Prince, goodbye. Just a minute, good nurse. Sweet Montague, be true. Stay here for a moment. I'll come back.
Oh, blessed night, because it's dark out, I'm afraid I just talked to you with Once Upon a Dream. It's too sweet to be real.
3 wishes, dear Romeo, and then I bid you farewell for real. If your intentions as a lover are truly noble and you want to marry me, send me word tomorrow. I'll send a messenger to you, and you can pass on a message telling me where and when we'll be married. I'll lay all my treasures at your feet and follow you, my prince, all over the whole new world.
Your Highness.
I'll be right there! But if you don't have honorable intentions, I beg you.
Your Highness!
All right, I'm coming! I beg you to stop trying for me and leave you to my despair. Tomorrow I'll send a messenger.
My soul depends on it.
1,000 times good night.
Leaving you is 1,000 times worse than being near you. A lover goes towards his beloved as enthusiastically as a mermaid finding hidden treasure. But when he leaves his beloved, he feels as miserable as the mermaid losing her voice.
Go. Psst. Romeo! Oh, I wish I could make a bird call so I could bring my birdie love back to me again. I'm trapped in my family's castle, so I must be quiet. Otherwise, I'd willingly lose my voice by repeating, "My Romeo!"
My soul is calling out my name. The sound of lovers calling each other's names through the night is silver sweet. It's the sweetest sound a lover ever hears.
I love you so much, we should sing a song about it.
No.
Romeo,
My dove,
what time tomorrow should I send a messenger to you?
by 9 o'clock.
I won't fail. From now until then seems like 100 years. I've forgotten why I called you back.
I shall wait here until you remember your reason.
I'll forget it, and you'll have to stand there forever. I'll only remember how much I love your company.
I'll keep standing here, even if you keep forgetting. I'll forget that I have any home besides this spot right here.
It's almost morning. I want to make you go, but I'd only let you go as far as a spoiled child lets his pet bird go. He lets the little bird hop from his hand and then yanks him back by a string.
I wish I was your bird.
My sweet, so do I, but I would kill you by cherishing you too much. Good night, good night. Parting is such sweet sorrow that I'll say good night until tonight becomes tomorrow.
I hope, my sleeping beauty, that you sleep peacefully. If I were asleep in peace so I could spend the night with you. Now I'll go see my bishop to ask him for his help and tell about my good fortune.
I'm sure you know how the rest of this goes, with poison apple, unreliable postal service, etc., etc., but do we get a happily ever after? We'll see. Absolutely not.
Birds would start singing, thinking her light was
Oh.
Dang it!
Go.
I just need to play it one time.
Fight, fight, fight!
Oh, that's nice.
Oh!